Okay, so here we go. I know we've got just a ton of people gone today, but I still want to, what I like to do on some of these days is take a small step forward. Gosh dang it, I had this all set up. Okay. So this is what 20 is looking like. On this one, you've got your horizontal asymptote to be 0 because x over x to the third, the bottom's going to win that battle every time, so it's going to be down to 0. So y, because the bottom of the fraction is getting huge, and the top of the fractions can't keep up, so it's just getting closer to 0. So I've got this and this for my asymptotes, and this is another one that it does show that we can cross an asymptote in the middle, because remember, the horizontal asymptotes are end behavior. You know, as we plug in very large numbers and very small numbers. And then here we've got an x-intercept of 4/3. So that told me it was going to cross the x-axis there. And I thought, you know what, let's see what happens at 1. I plugged it in, got -4. Plugged in 2, I got 1/4. Plugged in -1 and got 7. And then -2, 1.25. And we got something like this. Okay? Kind of an elegant little graph. Okay, I like this little doohickey here. And one thing, this is probably a good time to say, you know what? If I had put something like this on a quiz, I need to make sure that you don't just graph it on the graphing calculator and then copy down the graph. So I will do one of two things. I will either take your graphing calculator and I think I've got a way that I can get it so it won't graph for you, okay? Or I will just give you a regular calculator and then have that portion of the test where you've got to graph it without a graphing calculator, okay? Because I want you to see your graphing skills, not your plug it into a graphing calculator and copy skills. Okay, 32. 32, let's go ahead and zoom in on this one. So this one, the only denominator that we have to get rid of is y. Sometimes I like to put them over 1 just so I don't think I've got to cancel the 5. I multiply everything by y. So here, nothing cancels. I get y squared. Here, my y cancels. I'm just left with 6. And this one, nothing cancels, so I got to take 5 times y. And I scoot that over, and then I get this, and it factors down to y minus 2, y minus 3, and I get 2 and 3. It's usually a good idea to plug both of these in. They do both work, so that's good. 34, now it starts to get a little bit more complex. Okay, so here's the deal. I saw 2x minus 4 that I want to get rid of. So I multiplied every single thing by 2x minus 4. I saw 3x that I wanted to get rid of. So I multiplied every single thing by 3x. Okay, just being consistent. And then here, that 2x minus 4's cancel. So I multiply the things that are left. I get 3x squared minus 3x. Here, the 3x's cancel, so I multiply these two together, and I notice that I get something to cancel out. I just get 2x squared minus 8. And here, nothing cancels, so I just distribute that, and I get 6x squared minus 12x. So then I combine my like terms, move things over, and I get that, which factors, and my solutions are 8 and 1. Okay, so 36. I'm... What?
That was so good.
Good. That's good. So this one, you got to factor what's on the bottom first to find out what it's really made up of. I know you guys like to use your factor trees when you're working with other things, so we kind of do the same thing when it comes to polynomials as well. So I got an x and an x minus 1. So I'm going to multiply everything by x and x minus 1, or x plus 1, sorry, I don't know where I get that. And I'll notice that my x cancels, my x plus 1 cancels, so I don't need to multiply by anything else. So my x cancels, I'm just left with 3x plus 3. My x plus 1 cancels, I'm just left with 2x. The whole thing cancels, I'm just left with 23. Combine, move some things around, I get x equals 4. Okay. This book doesn't have a lot of practice with these. I think they are kind of relying on your background and your skills with these to be fairly solid. Do you think we're going to need some decent practice with this?
Actually,
A bit?
Yeah.
What do you think? Seeing some nods? Okay. Well, then what I'll do for tomorrow then is I'll go ahead and have a worksheet or two ready, and where we can just go ahead and practice this a little bit. Okay? Okay. Well, with that in mind, I really don't have much else. How about 2 problems? How about we do 2 problems today? Okay? And I'll assign them, but I'm just going to give you a little heads up on one of them. Okay? Okay, 38 and... Okay, well, the answers are right there. Oh well. 38 and 40. There's one part of 38 and 40 that's going to trip you up. This minus right there. So here's my advice to you. Take that negative, distribute it through the top. Okay? Otherwise, it's going to be hanging out front, and you'll take that negative with the x, but then you'll still keep it -1 when it should be +1. Okay? So let's take a very small step today. So let's go 38, 40, and then we'll do a worksheet to practice that more tomorrow. Sound good?
What page?
I'm sorry, that's page 138. That's the same page as last night.
You didn't post the last video.
I didn't?
No. I went to go look at it during City Hall today.
I'm sorry. Well, let me see if I can find it then. My apologies. Did I take a video yesterday?
Yeah.
Gosh, dang it. Wonder if it didn't post. Let's take